is Penny and this is Penny's Art Emporium, and today I would like to do a very minimalistic seascape, and I'd like to do that with my pour cups that I've been doing quite a lot recently and really enjoying that. I have got this 30cm square canvas, which is the same size as I've been doing my landscape pours, and I just picture them all looking together on the wall nicely together. But I'd like to do this one a little bit differently. I'd like to do it very, very pale, which I think will really help with the minimalistic feel. So I would like to do a sky which has got some blue topaz and some sky blue, and this nice pearl sky blue, lots of white, lots of pearl, maybe a little bit of sterling silver, and then I'd really like quite a strong horizon line, which I might do in this sapphire because that is a really beautiful strong colour. And then I would like a very turquoisey kind of sea, but again very, very pale. So with this turquoise, it's very nice, frosted mint, the blue topaz, maybe a little bit of sapphire, but not very much because I do want it to be very pale, so I will put quite a lot of white in there. And then I will have a little bit of a shoreline, which I will probably do in silvers, pearl white, white, maybe a little bit of silicone. I think I'll judge that afterwards. And then for the sand, I'll have some of this Liquitex gold, some of this sand colour, and then the metallics in the champagne gold, a little bit of rose gold, which I don't want it to be too dark, and some 24 karat gold. But the whole thing, I'd like it to be really pale, with the horizon line as being the main feature. So I'll get all these paints mixed up and we'll see how that goes. So here we are. I have mixed up my cups, I have put my spirit level on, and I have put my pins on the base of the canvas just to make sure that it's not tilting any one particular way, so that when it dries it won't all slide one way. I've mixed up my cups. This is a large cup for the sky, hopefully nice light colours in there, a mixed colour with lots of turquoises and minty colours for the sea, a very light colour for the shoreline. I only want a small amount, I think, of that, and then lots of sandy colours for the sand. And then I've got two colours for the horizon line. This is Sapphire by Deco Art, and this one is a paleo blue-green, kind of a turquoisey colour. So I'm going to put the horizon line in. I think afterwards, I think I'll stretch it out first to make sure that it's straight, and then I'll put the horizon line in. So that is my plan. I've left my paints out ready in case I haven't mixed enough, which is something that I have a habit of doing. I'm just going to pour these on just very gently. I have put a little bit more water in these paints today compared to what I was doing last week. I just wanted it to flow quite well. So my sky, I want it to go about almost kind of halfway down the canvas, because I quite like the idea of a nice cloudy blue stripy kind of sky. So I'm happy to have lots of that, and because it's going to be a minimalistic kind of painting, I'm happy for it to be very pale and not too many colours in there. So that is looking kind of about halfway down. So that is where my horizon line is going to be. But I will put that in afterwards because I do want it to be quite straight. I don't want it to be too wonky. So I thought I'd stretch it out afterwards. And then this is going to be my turquoisey kind of sea. And I think actually it looks like I have mixed up enough colour today. So I'll be quite pleased about that. Yes, I've definitely mixed up enough colour. There's no doubt about that, because I've got loads for this sand still, which makes me think that maybe I should just skip this whole shoreline one, because this is quite light anyway. So I'm going to skip this whole cup with the lighter colours, because I think it's fine. And then this one is going to be the sand. And it doesn't matter if this is not straight, because the shore coming in, the waves coming in, wouldn't be straight. It's all looking nice and pale, which is what I wanted. And I'm pleased to say I've obviously mixed up enough paint, which is great. So I think that maybe, because I've got a bit of gap there still, so I could use this shoreline one actually at the top. I normally put a bit of white at the top to help it to go over. But this is actually quite a similar colour. So rather than waste this, I think I will just tip this on for the sky, because it's going to come off anyway. By the time I tilt it, this paint won't be on the canvas anymore. So I think I might as well just put it down the edge. And that'll mean that all those edges are nicely covered. The colours are looking really nice. There's a lot of the deco art metallics in here. And they always come out beautifully. I'll just tip some of this onto this edge as well. So this is going to work out really well actually, because the last few times I've done a canvas, particularly a 30 or 40 centimetre canvas, I found that I've had to mix up a little bit more paint. But it's looking like I won't have that problem this time. And I guess because I'd had that problem, I did make sure that I did mix up quite a bit this time. So that has covered all the canvas, and you can see where the horizon line will be eventually, but I'm just not going to put it in yet because I want it to be straight. So I'm going to tilt this off a little bit. I might just do the bubbles first with my torch. And now I am just going to tilt it just to get these over the edge on each side. And because I put quite a bit of water in my paints, it should tilt quite easily. pleased I'm doing the horizon line afterwards. It's one of the things that really bugs me when I have done paintings, seascapes, that the lines haven't been straight, the horizon line. And I just really feel that the horizon line does have to be straight. Just tilt it up a little bit, because I'm going to put that horizon line in afterwards. It doesn't matter if this isn't straight, the rest of it. Certainly looking pretty colours. I'm not sure about this bit at the top that's a little bit zigzaggy, so I'm going to just tilt it, just get the weight over a bit, and I might just tilt this zigzaggy bit off a little bit, because I'm not so keen on that. I don't mind there being a few bits, but it was a little bit too zigzaggy. See where the weight is. Weight's over there a little bit. I think the tilting is one of the most difficult parts. I think I would like the sand area to look a little bit straighter. And this is exactly why I'm putting the horizon in afterwards, because you can see by doing the sand a little bit straighter, it makes the sea a little bit wonky. And I think I'd rather have the sea straight rather than the sand. The sand is fine for that not to be straight. Still not sure about that little area there. So by moving the weight a little bit, I can hopefully just tip a bit more of that edge off. That's better. It is fun. It is fun. Just sort of tilting it until you try to get the shape that you want. And how the weight of the paint moves as you tilt it. So that is not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. I think I might put my horizon line in now. I mean, it's kind of got a horizon line anyway, from just simply where I put that in, but I just want it to be straighter, so I need to just make sure. Oh dear. Knock the door. about that. But actually that gave me an opportunity to just walk away and just really look at this, because it's looking really nice. So I don't know, do I want that sand to straighten out, or am I happy with it? I think it's alright. So I am going to put in a little bit of a horizon line, just quite literally go across and drizzle my paint across here. And I wanted to have two colours. I wanted to have the sapphire, and I also wanted to have the turquoise. So I'm going to turn it round. And I need to put a bit more water in this turquoise. When I mixed it up, I did think it seemed a little bit thick. That gives you a chance to have a little look at that. I had thought about putting silicone along this edge for the shawl. Actually, I'm not going to do that because it's looking really nice as it is and already looks a bit like a shawl line. Right, let's see what this is doing now. Okay. Oh, yeah, perhaps it's not okay. Perhaps it's looking a bit too thick now. So I think I will need to get my stick and just straighten that out a little bit. I might even put some pearl over it. We shall see. Yeah, that's much better. Need a longer stick. No, that's looking alright. This little area here, not so good. So, I think I will just go back over the horizon line just to make it straight, and I'm going to do it with the sapphire because I think it's a bit more successful than the turquoise. The sapphire has quite a nice flow to it, whereas the turquoise was a little bit gloopy. Ah, I can live with that now, just about. There. Yes, I'm just about happy with that now. Just about. I'll put the torch on it again. There's any areas that I could go with my stick. I think I might just take my stick just through there a little bit. Just break that line up. And now I think that will be fine. So, there you are, one minimalistic seascape. I'm tempted to add my little boat because I do love my little boats in there, and it would just be a little feature. Maybe I'll add, shall I add? I do love adding my little boats, it just makes something of it. So I could put a little boat. I normally like to put them on this side. With my palette knife. Small palette knife. Still think that horizon line is going down a bit that side. I'm going to put a little bit more of my horizon line on this side because I do feel that it is going down just a touch. Because once I put my boat in, I can't move it really anymore. So I think my boat, I like my little boat. So I get a little bit of this. I'm not sure what this is, what colour. I think it's deep sienna or something like that. And then I just like to get my palette knife in. And it will disappear a little bit, so I need to do it a little bit bigger than I think I want it, because it will get swallowed up. That's the base of the boat. And then I like to do a really bright fluorescent sail. So I've got some old paint in here that I use quite a lot for exactly this type of thing. Line in. And I'll put a nice important sail on. Yeah, it looks nice. Well, there it is, one little boat. And it will get eaten by the paint a little bit, but there'll still be something there. So there it is. I will let that dry and I will show you that when it is dry. And it should be lovely and shimmery. So bye for now. So here is this little painting. It has had a chance to dry now and it is looking lovely. I love all the different lines that follow each other with the sky, the sea and the sand, and all the lovely metallic paints. I'll give you a close-up. So we've got the sand there, it's got some gold, some champagne gold, some pearl, a little bit of silver. I did add some silicone to the shoreline in the end because I just felt it needed breaking up a little bit. And my lovely little boat, I love my little boat, and the movement that you get, it really does have movement in this painting, and you can see the different colours in the metallics with the aquamarine and the sapphire and the pearl and the frosted mint. Just really lovely lines. I really like all those lines and the appearance of waves. The horizon line was a bit of an effort, but I think it is okay. And that sky, I really like the lines of that sky. I know it's unusual, but I do really like it. I like the blue topaz in there and the frosted pearl. And there is a tiny little bit of gold just on that side. So just a really nice, pretty little painting. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. It's really nice with the cup pours. I enjoy doing the landscapes with them. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.